Hi, I'm Alan Pope, Director of Developer Relations at Anchore. I think one of the biggest risks is not knowing what's inside containers that you're building, using, or publishing. So that could be a complex web-based application that's got a bunch of JavaScript libraries and lots of dependencies, and you may not know every dependency all the way down. And so when there's a vulnerability, you may not know whether you're affected because you don't know whether you're using that in your environment. So Anchore Enterprise has a concept of policy packs, and these adhere to whatever standards you're required to adhere to in your industry. So that might be FedRAMP or NIST. And the policy pack is what defines whether something can be deployed or not. You can gate on particular licenses, particular packages, so you can halt a deployment if there's software with a particular license in it, or if there's software that's not allowed within your organization. And so developers can be confident that when they're developing software and publishing software, that Anchore Enterprise has got their back. I think this is one of the crucial parts of building SBOMs and storing them in Anchore Enterprise, is to automate this, because you don't want to have to leave it up to developers to have to run a tool on their machine in order to generate an SBOM that lists all the packages and the dependencies that are in whatever it is they're writing or deploying or using. And so you can integrate in CI and CD pipelines the generation and capture and storage of SBOMs, and then a scan can be done later, scheduled on a regular basis, of all of the SBOMs that are in your database, and then the enforcement part of Anchore Enterprise will enforce whatever the policy pack defines for your organization. That's a great question. So we have a tool called Anchore CTL. It's a command line utility that can be integrated in GitHub Actions or GitLab pipelines, or in whatever CI and CD pipeline you have. It can then generate the SBOM and then send it off to Anchore Enterprise to be stored. And so it's very simple to integrate with whatever your processes are, because Anchore CTL is just a single binary and it just needs a key to log into Anchore Enterprise. So one thing that we're quite excited about is an Anchore cloud image that has made it dramatically easier for people to deploy Anchore Enterprise. They can use AWS and deploy an AMI pretty easily, a few button presses, and we've developed a tool to handhold them through the configuration process, which can be a little bit overwhelming, and so we make that as straightforward, as easy as possible to get Anchore Enterprise installed in your environment. And the Anchore Enterprise cloud image also ships pre-baked with all the policy packs ready, so there's very little that the person deploying it needs to do other than the essential setup at the beginning, and then once that's set up, you can start sending SBOMs into Anchore Enterprise and then scanning and enforcing your policy as per your requirements.